Once upon a time, in a place far away, lived a tortoise and a hare. One day the tortoise said to the hare, "Mr. Hare, won't you race with me sometime?" "Ha, ha, ha! Race with you?" laughed the hare. "You're famous for being a slowpoke, Mr. Tortoise. You really want to race with me, the fast and speedy hare?" "We'll never know until we try. That's what they say, you know," said the tortoise. "You're serious, are you? Well, 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 if that's the case, a race it will be." The next day, the hare and the tortoise met in a grassy field. "Mr. Hare, let's say our goal is the top of that hill," said the tortoise. "Fine with me," answered the hare. "Get ready then. Get set. Go," said the tortoise. It was a fair start, and the hare and the tortoise were off. The hare dashed at full speed, and soon he was out of sight. The tortoise, however, moved ever so slow, one step at a time. His running looked as though he was walking. Mr. Hare reached the middle of the hill in no time. "I wonder where Mr. Tortoise is. I can't even see him from here. He won't catch up to me for a while, so I might as well just have me a little nap." Saying this, Mr. Hare fell fast asleep. How much time had passed, Mr. Hare had no way to tell. Suddenly, he woke up and remembered he was in the middle of a race. "Ah, I had a really good sleep," said Mr. Hare. "Now, I wonder how far Mr. Tortoise has come." He looked far behind him, but Mr. Tortoise was nowhere in sight. Just in case Mr. Tortoise had passed him by, he glanced at the road leading to the top of the hill. There, almost at the top of the hill, was Mr. Tortoise, moving closer and closer to the goal, one step at a time. "Oh dear, I slept a bit too long," said Mr. Hare. He dashed up the hill towards the goal, but Mr. Tortoise was just a few steps away from the line. Mr. Hare ran with all his might, but Mr. Tortoise crossed the goal line and came in first place. "I did it! I did it! I beat Mr. Hare!" said the tortoise. Hanging his head low, Mr. Hare said, "Mr. Tortoise, you caught me off guard. I was a fool to let you in." The end.